As we work towards social justice and equality, 3 News Now is bringing you stories of people in our area working to make a difference.
Now this morning, 3 News Now anchor Maya Signs introduces us to the top new cop in Bellevue and tells us what his plans are to help the department move forward.
So help me God.
So help me God.
There's a new police chief in town, Chief Kenneth Clary, who goes by Ken. He started as Bellevue's newest police chief in early September, and in just a few weeks, he says he's fit right in.
You know, it's been a phenomenal opportunity for me to come into the city of Bellevue and be welcomed by the community. The officers have been extremely welcoming, you know, from top to bottom.
Before moving to Bellevue, Clary worked for the Iowa State Patrol for 26 years.
I loved what I did, and I know we made a very positive impact in the communities that we served. But it was time in my career to take on a new challenge and come into a community that I felt like I could make a day-to-day impact and see those impacts, you know, through time.
Bellevue was an ideal location for Clary, who says it'll keep him close to family.
I've got 2 adult children in central Iowa. Being here in Bellevue, you're only a couple hours away. My son actually works for a company here in Omaha, so it's close. It's the right size community as far as I'm concerned.
His first self-assigned task is to get to know each member of the Bellevue Police Department, all 120 of them.
But as I talked to them about their career with the department, I learned so much about the department, you know, because they're excited to tell me about their specialty or their road, and I learned so much. So yeah, I've got like 32 down and like 90 to go.
Chief Clary's role will include to evaluate systems, policies, and procedures the Bellevue Police Department has in place.
We're going to be looking at everything over time and evaluating, are we doing what needs to be done in the most effective and efficient ways that are expected by the community.
He says one thing he wants to tackle is bringing in more diversity onto the department, especially women. He says the national average for women in policing is 12 to 13%. That number hasn't changed since the mid-1980s.
I speak of women simply because it's the largest demographic that's underrepresented in policing. As you know, over 50% of our population are women, and only 13% are in policing. I'm all about, again, recruiting and retaining the demographic that most resembles the community that we're trying to serve.
It's also important for Clary that his department be involved with the community. In 2014 and 2016, he was awarded the Iowa Governor's Volunteer Award for his philanthropic efforts with the Food Bank of Iowa and the Special Olympics.
I think most officers are called to give back to the communities that we serve. They're just, you know, they just don't necessarily see the opportunities. So my job as the chief would be to highlight those things in the community that we can do to give back.
Nearly a month into the job, Clary is all settled into his office with displays of his marathon achievements. He says if you see him out and about, he'd love to meet you and is excited to serve this community in his new ideal position.
It's really all of those things, you know. It's right time in my career, it's the right size city and the right location. It's, you know, very supportive of law enforcement and military. It's really kind of the best of all worlds as far as I'm concerned. So
Kind of a dream job for you.
It really is, yeah.
In Bellevue, Maya Signs, 3 News Now.
And you can find more information and all of our Moving Forward stories. Just visit our website, 3newsnow.com, and click on the Moving Forward tab. There's also a place where you can let us know if you have a story idea.